pregame press conference. We have Samford Bulldogs with us, head coach Bucky McMillan, along with players Jermaine Marshall, Garrett Hicks, and Robin Jones. We will start with a statement from Coach McMillan, and then we will open the floor to questions.
Great game. I think Mercer, as we knew, the last 6-7 games of the season, playing as good as anybody. We beat pretty much every top team in the league. So we knew going into this game that it would be a real fight, obviously. So they beat us in the last game, and this was our last loss was playing Mercer. So obviously they had our full attention, like everybody should in this tournament. I think at this time of year, it's going to be about defense and rebounding, and we did a great job, I felt, on defense, held them to 36% from the field and 22% from three. That was the biggest factor in the game. And the teams that can win this tournament, they're not going to be teams that make every three-point shot because over a three-game setting, it's just not going to happen. They're not going to make every free throw. They're going to turn the ball over sometimes. But if you can play defense and you can rebound, they have a chance. And that was a war, and I was proud of our effort. I was proud of all of our players in that game. You look down, multiple guys had double-digit minutes. These guys right here, all seniors, fifth-year guys, been doing this a long time. So it's good to see them play well as I knew they would.
Do we have questions? We have someone with the microphone. If you'll just raise your hand, she'll bring you the microphone.
Bucky, for you, just talk about the start that you guys had. We could obviously know early start, who knows what could happen. Just talk about how impressive it was to see those guys start off hot, knowing it was an early start, you hadn't played a game in a week.
Yeah, well, we were able to get some rest, and this has helped as we've been for a long time. And it's good to see all our players able to play in the game. And it's been a little unfortunate sometimes this time of year for us. We did not have all our bullets. This time we had all our bullets to play with. So that was fun. These guys, they know the drill. They know the routine. It's a business trip for these guys. Wake up, it's pretty much like clockwork. Wake up 6:15, quick something to eat. Be able to shoot around at 7 a.m. Go through that. Go through the walkthrough. Go through the film. It's business. When you have an older team, it's no problem. When you have a younger team, that's where it can wear them. These guys right here, it wouldn't matter if we played at 6 a.m. They'd be ready to go.
Smokey, students of the game. Coach, you got 26 bench points from your guys, so just elaborate on that team win that you got from the bench as well.
Well, I think we're in the top 5 in the country in bench points. A lot of that's really because we don't really have a starting 5. Like this guy right here, Garrett Hicks, like he's certainly good enough to be a starter. But that shows something about who he is. He started every game of his career up to this point. But it's the best thing for our team based on matchups and size and rotations for him not to start. But because of who he is, he takes that role, and he's not about, hey, it means that much when you come through the starting lineup. And that's what we appreciate so much about him and our team. Because you could argue 9 different guys could start every game. He was injured coming back, and he didn't start some games. And this guy's been incredible. And you go right down the line with it. But that's what it takes when you have a bunch of guys that are playing for the right reasons and losing their egos. Good things are going to happen. You've heard the saying, right? Freshmen want to play, right? Sophomores want to start, juniors want to score, seniors want to win. That's usually what happens a lot of times. And people surrounding those people, sometimes it can be that way too, right? These guys are right here, and their families, they're winners, and they want to win, and that's why they've had a great season.
Jermaine, last game against these guys, it seemed like they kind of out-physicaled us. Today, it was the other way around. Talk about that and how physical we were today.
Yeah, that was a big key. Just be the tougher team. We the toughest team in the league, and last game they played like it. So we just made sure that we was a physical team out there. Make sure we boss out. Make sure we go get every rebound, and just play with heart and play like it's your last game because it could have been our last game. So everybody just playing for one another and everybody playing together.
How you doing, students of the game, Colin Jackson? I had a coach for Ryland Jones. Talk to me about your game tonight and the shots you took. You hit some big threes in the time of the game and to keep the game going and extend the lead. So talk to me about your play tonight.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was just they're kind of backing up, and I saw an opening, I let it fly, and it went in. I just kind of try to do what the game tells me to do, that's pass, shoot, and all my teammates have a lot of trust and faith in me, and they give me the confidence to make some of those big shots that need to be made. So credit to them. And just playing for each other, and every single one of us is gonna make a big shot, or make a shot to end a run. And we're proud of each other, and we trust each other that we're all gonna do that. And so tonight, I just happened to make a couple of them.
Question for Gary. How does it feel to step up in a win or go home game?
Win or go home, like you said, everybody had to bring their air game, and coach says, it doesn't matter if we make all our shots, we miss all of them, as long as we play hard, play the hardest defense we can, and live with the results.
For Jermaine, last year, obviously you were here last year, these two guys weren't. What happened last year in this tournament brought up at all leading up to the week? Like motivation, we can't let this happen again. Was that brought up at all?
Not really. We moved past that, and we got a different team, and we know what we're capable of. We know we're the best team in the league, so we just gotta go out there and play like it.
Any further questions?
What does the next 24 hours look like, not knowing who your opponent is tomorrow till 10 p.m. tonight?
Recovery. Make sure we're ready. We already know we play both of them. So we just gotta wait to see who we play, scout, and the biggest thing is recovery.
What we talked about all year is trying to recover for this time, and that's one of the reasons we do have a lot of players that can play, is because in this tournament, go through 3 games, you're gonna need some depth, and that's why we've developed depth because of that. But I will say this, though it's not like a lot of tournaments where the 1 seed sometimes get double buys to get the semis, this is probably one of the more equitable tournaments in all of college basketball, where it doesn't necessarily favor the 1 seed or the 2 seed to an extreme measure, which is different. Like, a lot of times leagues are protecting their top seeds and their advance to the semis, and they do that because they want to try to make sure, like, hey, where they feel the best regular season teams got to then say tournament. This is an equitable tournament where, it's not double buys. So, but there is one thing that does come into play is tip times. So we fought really hard so that we could have that early tip time, maybe a little bit later recovery. That's the advantage you get out of being the 1 seed. You can say whoop-de-doo, but sometimes that can be a big deal. And so we got to get recovered. And I do want to say this to my players since they're up here, is our guys have really played well in this tournament. And they played really hard and played great. Last year we came up here, we're a great team, and they played outstanding. The year before we went to the semis, and we were probably a year away from doing that, and we were a shot away from getting to the finals. Right? We had Sauce that blocked a shot right in the middle of the paint in a 1-point game with like 8-9 seconds. So for these guys, above all else, man, we're gonna play so hard, and we're gonna play so fearless. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But we're gonna be able to walk away from this knowing that we went at it. We're not playing this tournament not to lose a tournament. We're playing this tournament to do our best at all times and let the chips fall where they may. And if we do that, it's gonna give us the best chance for the best results. And that's why I want these guys in this tournament, these seniors, they've earned the right to play this way and to enjoy this moment instead of the weight of the world on their shoulders. The weight of the world is on our shoulders for one thing. That we play hard, we play unselfish, we play fearless. And that's what they've done all year long, and because of that, they've had outstanding results. And that will give us the best chance for our best results.
Smoking students of the game, Garrett, you guys started with energy in the warm-ups, and I noticed that. And when you got that big slam, it was Jermaine that came out there that was yelling at the baseline. I was at the baseline, he scared one of the fans. So just talk to me about how you guys feed off each other's energy.
Well, it starts in practice. Our practices are fast-paced, just non-stop really. So I feel like it starts there, and then, all of us want each other to do the best they can to, find a way to win. So I gotta love Jermaine.
Okay, thank you very much.